Well, I already set up my ladder and I forgot to push record. So I've also already climbed up here and looked at my center. It's going to drive me crazy. I don't have a tape measure. And if that thing's not dead centered, makes everything more fun. I don't know if that's up. Do we care? I don't think we care. Going to have to take this all the way off, which is what I didn't want to do. Everything's slower with goats. I'll probably edit out 99% of this. Y'all never see. Be a 2-second project. Should have gone back down and then taken it apart and come back up. Guys are gonna have to stare at my backside. I'm right-handed. I should have known, put the camera on the other side. So that is essentially what I'm looking at there. These are rubberized screws used to put the roof on this thing, the tin. And I keep everything. So why wouldn't you? I know I'm going to use them eventually. And then these little screws here go in the side, in the bracket, in the side. Okay, this is how your 10-second light install turns into 8 minutes of video. I should have gone up like 4 more inches. If I have to, yeah. So for now, I'm just going to point it like that. I need to see where it's going to shoot. And then I know the ceiling being pure white does a pretty amazing job of reflecting light. So if I point it straight at the ceiling, it might light up the whole barn with the reflection. So that one is up. And what I'll do is, there's already a gap here. So I will just drill a hole to make that gap bigger to run the cord through. And then basically just run the cord from out the top up there down to the panel right there. Next light. So what I'm looking at here, so what I've done is, I know there's an equal number of spaces. Spaces, if you will, would be between the 2 ridges. So counted in 8 from that side, 8 from that side, puts me right on that ridge right there. So I've gone above that. And here's the problem. I used to do roofing in my youth, so just so y'all know. Okay, so this scares me because it's not going to give me right panel placement anyway. I would have to put the panel bottom would be sticking right, be about that close, and it would only be getting maybe like 3/4 of sun from the panel. I don't want it facing this way, so the panel goes this way in this bracket. If I put this here, I'm essentially going to be just facing that way. Sun comes up in the summer over there, sun comes up in the winter over there. So what I'm thinking is I'll go this way. I'll essentially leave it angled like this all winter. And as the sun comes up there, sets over there, we'll have basically all day sunlight in the winter. Now I might have to make some adjustments for summer, but for now I think I'll go there, and then I'll run my cords. I should be able to go right up in there, come out on the, oof, I don't know if y'all heard that or not. It's cow breeding season, y'all, and there's a bull probably 2 miles from here. And he was letting the ladies know that he exists. Okay, goody good. These two little cuties keeping me company. Hi, babies. Okay. Anybody ever climbed a ladder? Kind of looks like that. Then you get up here. This roof is slick. So my other solar panel for my tiny light I have inside, I'll show you guys in a minute if I remember. I mounted the just on the other side of the ridge cap on the roof, and the ice came and wiped it out. And that is my fear with this. Set your camera up right so it doesn't fall off the roof, because H is not going to be happy if I got to come in there and be like, hey, I'm going to have to buy a new phone. My other concern with putting this way is all the ice rushing down this way and just taking this thing with it, or at least bending it over, ruining the panel. At least this way, there's a little less resistance. Never take a screw out. There's a screw right here, and I want to be on that screw because should be beam right here. Let me double check. There's not a beam there. There's not a beam anywhere here. So next beam is like over here and where the camera's setting. So I know there's wood right here. Great, I gotta find that. So I'm gonna go right here. I use these for literally everything. It comes with a rubber gasket. It's self-tapping. I don't know if you can see that or not. And they are phenomenal. And what I need to do though, I need to take a rubber gasket off of one, put it underneath the bracket, over top of the screw, because there's going to be about a 1/4 inch gap. The thickness of this metal will be the gap between the roof and the gasket, and you would 100% get a leak. Hi, Rai. Rai's down there. Now I have a rubber gasket on the metal, and then one above the metal. So when everything compresses, I won't get a leak, hopefully. Hi! Yes, Jummy Drumstick is in heat. That's not flagging and standing. I don't know what is. Hi! Goats are your worst critics. Now I gotta leave enough space to do that at least 2 more times. Oh, and those goats are running for some reason right at me. And those fit in your standard, I don't know, chuck attachment. Okay. I'm not gonna like these cords hanging off, but there's the cords. Let me make sure I don't have to go through any extreme measures before I mount this thing, because I don't want to leave it just floating up here, and I don't want to leave the cords dangling. It's going to go up there, but I guarantee you that went right down in the soffit. Okay, so it did not. It basically just went in the soffit. So, and there's plastic backed bubble material to act as a kind of an insulation. So if it is going through, it's going under that bubble. Okay. So I will have to drill holes. Faux show. But I have got to get to moving. Do I want to put these up high so they stay away from moisture and ice? I want to put them down low. Let's not do that right on the edge. Maybe keep that up an inch or two. So it doesn't actually, so if ice is moving off of here, it kind of just stays up out of the way. It's definitely going to have to be something I monitor throughout the year. See how it's acting in the winter. Okay, so that's that. The cords are all tethered and tied. And I have to go to the eye doctor. So, we give you, oh, that's a shot up my nose. So that's it, guys, right there. Let's see if I can get back far enough without falling off the ladder. Pointing right at the sun, so that'll be full sun all day, pumping juice. And then when I get back, or maybe tomorrow, I'll figure out how. So if you did your roofing right, and they did, the soffit is up here, the mesh, and then you have the fascia plate, which is there. I'd have to take that fascia plate off, the white there, that white plate where that crack is in it right there. I have to take that off, run the wires up through there. I don't even know how long that is. I might have to take the whole face off, pull that screen down, run the wires through, and then put everything back together. That's the right thing to do. Which is going to bug me if I don't do it that way. Because otherwise I'm going to have to run the wires down off of the roof, up under here, and then into the barn. I don't think distance is going to be a problem. I'm definitely not going to reach down there. Ooh, that'd be tight. I might, if I mount that, if I end up mounting the other light, I'll probably just put it right here on this corner. Well, as far from the panel as I can get, I'll just come down here and put it down here facing the buck barn. All right, y'all, let me get y'all caught up. Oh, I had to go to an eye doctor appointment yesterday. So basically, patience is always my friend. Gives me time to think. I was talking about needing to tear off this fascia, run through this screen down here, drill a hole through the board, and bring it out. Otherwise, it would have to come down and just be dangling. It would just dangle down across here and then go back up above that board, up to the barn. So when I was goofing around yesterday, you can see it right there. I ran it in the metal. The roof metal has those little ridges, which makes a channel. So I was trying to push it up in that channel all the way up here and pop it out right there. But all of these boards here made it incredibly difficult, and I could not get the wire to go past the first board. And that was challenging enough to then have to consider getting to the second board. And I didn't want to knock a bunch of holes in the plastic up there. So I did one hole right there. Just cut a little hole. Brought the wire out. So now I'm going to run it up. I do have to drill a hole through here, which will take us right around to the light right there. So I'm just going to be doing that. So, hope you guys can see. Oof. In my youth, so this is a speed bit or spade bit. Technically, I believe it's a speed bit. My ladder's a little sketch. Okay, solved. In my youth, I would take the small one, and then I would end up drilling 3, 4, 5, 6 holes. Now I just grab the big one and go. That's about as far up as I can go level. It's actually a little down. This is what it is. I'm trying to miss. There's another layer. There's another 2x6 inside the wall here, and I'm trying to be above that. And I think that should do it. See if I'm where I want to be. I'd about like to break your arm. Caught me good, caught me good. Okay, move the ladder, move the camera, move the drills. Okay, so for now I haven't quite decided whether I want to leave all the extra cord outside. I have to think on that a little bit, because I'm going to probably put some spray foam in that or something. I do want to, I'll have to pull this tight, but I do want to cable tie the cord to the arm of the solar panel. I need to keep it above the snow ice line so that when the snow is sliding off, it's not trying to pull the cord with it. And I need it to be attached to the leg so that it has good standing. I don't want the snow sliding off and having it put pressure on that piece right there where it connects to the actual panel. Okay, that is one more done. Okay. So you can see it's charging. So that's good. I do not believe they will actually work with just one. No, it should work with one light attached. The lights do not work independent of the panel, so it has to be attached to the panel. So we'll see. Turn it off. I mean, broad daylight, so that was on. I don't know if you guys saw that or not. So we'll give that a go tonight, guys, and I'll have to bring that to you in tomorrow's video. I'm not going to install the other light yet. I want to make sure that this provides enough light for the barn before I go and put the other light outside, because if it's not enough light with one, I'm just going to move that one over there, put the other one there, and then I'll have both lights inside the barn. That is all. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for being patient with my build. Miss Cookie, you want to say bye? Miss Cookie, do you want to say bye? Miss Cookie. Do you want to say bye to your friends? One of her favorite things is just to stand out here on this edge and catch that morning sun. Oh, baby, look at that smile. Stevie Wonder. Do, 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 do. We're going to lean into it. We're going to lean into it. That is all. Goodbye.